Hi, my name is Hannah Pittman, and this is my introduction speech. I was born an 8 pound, 10 ounce, blue-eyed, blonde-haired baby girl. I was born at Flowers Hospital in Dothan, Alabama. My passion for hair started shortly after. As a child, I fondly remember playing with my grandma's hair and putting tiny ponytails all over her head. Me and my grandma and sometimes my sister would play what we call beauty parlor. This is also where I began to learn how to swim, another one of my favorite pastimes. Later on, me, my mom, and my sister moved to Montgomery, Alabama, and then Tallahassee, Florida, where I began school. From the time I could read, it became my favorite subject in school, along with art and English. We moved back to Montgomery, and that's where we stayed for the rest of my childhood. I was involved in sports as a younger child and played basketball, volleyball, and cheerleading. I also went to camp every summer at a place called Camp Max. Each summer I would reunite with my friends from camp, and I was so excited. We would spend our days playing sports, swimming, canoeing, and it was there I found another passion that I still have today. We got to ride horses. I was totally petrified at the thought of getting on one because at the time I had very limited experience of being around them. I told the counselors how nervous I was, and they assured me that I would be okay. They gave me a very calm, spotted horse named Trixie, and I was okay. I began to cherish horseback riding days. As I was older, I drifted away from doing sports, but not from horseback riding. In 7th grade, I went to boarding school. We went and visited the school, and I instantly liked it. The school was in Huntington, Pennsylvania. I was very far from home, but I'd always had a knack for adventure and new places. I made more friends than I've ever had in my life. There were people from all over the world. I met girls from China, Japan, Russia, and many other countries. One of my favorite things about this school was that they had horses and a horseback riding stable. I began to become serious about horseback riding. I learned to barrel race, jump obstacles, and do vaulting. Vaulting is where you do tricks on a horse, such as standing watch, trotting, or walking, or kneeling with your arms out, and many more things. I did horseback riding shows and got ribbons for them. This is where my passion for hair grew. Being that there were so many girls around, we were always doing each other's hair and makeup. From styling to coloring, we did it all. I think we probably dyed our hair every color of the rainbow within the 2 years that I was there. I came back to Montgomery for high school, where I was involved in drama, the school yearbook, the school newsletter, and I also got a part-time job at Chick-fil-A. I graduated in 2007 and had the decision of what to do next. I obviously made the decision to go to cosmetology school. So off I went to Excel Academy in Hoover, Alabama. Although I'd been away from home before, this time it was different. I was living in a huge city by myself with limited people I knew. I was not ready for this, nor was responsible enough at the time to do all of it. It was a big commitment I was not yet ready for. I moved back to Montgomery and worked for my stepdad wiring lighting fixtures and minute belts as a sales associate. A few years later, I decided it was time to go back to cosmetology school. I was much more mature and responsible, and I was ready to fulfill my dream of becoming a cosmetologist. I was living in Ganton at the time I started school, and then got my own house in Andalusia. I loved LBW from the start, and I've made some great friends and learned a lot about cosmetology. And now I'm on the way to fulfilling my dream. Thank you.